She is a 6-time Grammy Award-winning music legend. She has sold over 100 million records and last year was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. As we celebrate National Black Music Month, she will be taking center stage where it all started, the Apollo Theater. It is our pleasure to welcome back the one and only Miss Dionne Warwick.
Hi.
We love having you here.
We
really do. There's a buzz in the building. Lee Goldberg running over to get a picture and just see you in person.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Do you get tired of that adulation ever?
No, never. How could you?
Now, I know the Apollo was kind of where things really got started for you.
Sure did. That's the first place I ever worked.
You were 17 when you hit the stage there. Do you remember?
Oh,
what it felt like?
Absolutely. You know, to know that you're standing on a stage that the icons of our industry stood, and then to be embraced by those very same ladies. Oh my God. Yeah, it's an exciting time. You know, the show we're doing on the 27th is completely different than anything anybody ever expected from me. And I think it's going to go over very well. We had a wonderful tour in Europe with it. They loved every second of it. And it's about me.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, of course, you are Dionne Warwick. You are now one of those icons that grace the stage.
That.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
No, really.
Why are you being modest today?
No, I'm not being modest. I'm being honest. That's
Okay.
what I'm being. You know, when you don't mention my name in the same breath as Ella Fitzgerald. Oh, yeah, you don't do that. Okay, I will not let you do that.
Okay.
Or Lena Horne, or Diane Carroll, or any of those ladies that put their arms around me. That I'm still standing on their shoulders. Although mine are getting a little broader now, which will welcome those that want to stand there. But I'm very, very happy to be the last show that's going into the Apollo. They're going to close it to renovate.
For the renovation.
And I'm you know, it means an awful lot to me that, you know, I'll be, this is it, y'all.
Well, I think you're the perfect person to have on that stage. What is different about this show than what maybe people who have seen you in concert in the past have seen?
Oh, first of all, I'm not going to be singing for 90 minutes. That's the first thing. I will be talking an awful lot. You'll be seeing film. It's a show to get to know me, really get to know me.
Yeah, beyond just the lady in beautiful gowns with the beautiful voice.
Exactly, and that also is to quell, oh, I thought, oh, didn't you? You know, those kinds of things. You'll get the real deal from the real deal, me.
And how comfortable, you know, you've done this show, you said it went very well in Europe. When it was, the idea first came to you, or you started talking about it with your folks, how comfortable were you with the idea of sharing so much of yourself beyond the voice on stage?
I didn't have a problem with that at all. You know, it was basically to give people a look at me, the real me.
Yeah.
And that's what they're getting. You know, it's not a Q&A. Nobody's going to ask me questions. I have someone doing that, where I will be giving you stories regarding around what is being asked. But it's also, you know, after the show, you know, you run into people that were sitting and say, I didn't know. I said, and that's why you're here.
Exactly.
That's something you obviously wanted to know. And that's what it's really about.
Yeah, and I understand your son will be joining you.
Damon will be asking me all those questions. And
so he knows what not to ask.
Oh, he knows, and what to ask. Yeah.
Were there some things that you share that you thought, that surprised you that you were okay with sharing at this point in your career?
There's no problem with me. There's nothing I've done or will do that I can't share. You know?
Yeah.
And it's very easy. My grandfather used to tell me that all the time. Boy, you sure know how to tell everything, don't you? Yes, sir, I do. You know, but that's a part of me that I kind of enjoy.
Yeah, well, you know what? You don't have to be thinking about, well, what did I say last time? Because
Exactly.
what I said the first time was the
It's
way,
the way it is.
the way it is. So your songs, I mean, you have so many beautiful songs. You're not, as you said, going to be singing for 90 minutes. Was it difficult to choose what songs to perform, or do you rotate on different nights during the show?
I do different shows, different songs every other night.
Yeah.
But the majority of the ones that I will be doing are the ones that people, first of all, know me for and expect me to sing. So
Yeah.
I guess I have no choice there.
Do you ever get tired of singing some of those songs?
Never.
That
You
no?
don't argue with success. You never argue with success. And I've been truly blessed. I really have. You know, when people come up and tell me, that song helped me through this. That song I had when my baby was born. And that song is the reason that my daughter's named Dionne.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many beautiful songs, words that come along with those recordings that become favorites of people.
Did you ever, in your wildest imagination, that 17-year-old girl on the Apollo stage, you know, even envision the life, and especially the professional life that you ended up having?
Never. I gave myself 5 years when I recorded.
Really?
I mean, if it's 5 years, I said, well, 63 years now. That goal really, what happened to 5 years? The growth has been something I've enjoyed doing. You know, I've first of all being embraced by those particular people that
You mentioned.
really put their arms around me and made me whole. But just being able to be me, you know, I've always been Dionne.
Yeah.
In fact, my friends tell people, if you don't want the truth, don't ask Dionne.
Unless you want to know,
That's right.
because she's going to tell you.
Oh yeah, you know, don't ask me if you don't want to know.
I think that's a nice warning.
Indeed.
And I've always known that about you, that you were not going to lie or sugarcoat.
You know, I'll tell you something. My grandfather told me many, many years ago, I told a fib, okay? He said, why did you tell a fib? I said, I don't know. He said, well, let me tell you this. You don't have to tell fibs or lies when the truth is available.
It's true.
I never forgot that.
Yep, and you don't have to remember what you said
No.
because you weren't telling the truth the first time
Exactly.
around. So, June 27th,
Exactly.
the Apollo Theater. And if I send folks to DionneWarwick.com, they can find information about tickets.
Yes, they can. They can go to the Apollo Theater as well, their website. If they listen to the radio, they're going to hear me yakety about it. You know, but
I would never describe your conversation as yakety yak.
no, it's something I think those who have been following me will enjoy.
Yeah.
So come on out and have some fun, because we do giggle a lot.
Yes,
A lot.
you are really good at laughing at yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
Dionne Warwick, it is always a pleasure. You can come here anytime. If you just want to come sit in the room and tell me how to do it, that is okay
I'll
with
tell
me.
you how to do it, please.
Thank you so much
My
for sitting
pleasure,
down
darling.
with us
It's good
today.
to
And we'll
see
see
you
you on the
again.
27th.
Okay.
Okay.